So the first pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards ever released to the public was called Volume 1. This booster pack had a bunch of commons, some rares, as well as 2 ultra rares and 3 super rares. However, there was a very small print run of a prototype of this booster pack that was stamped with Magic and Wizards on the back. This print run of this Magic and Wizards prototype cards were so short that I've probably seen maybe 5 of these commons in existence over the past 4 or 5 years. They are probably some of the rarest cards in the hobby, and they fetch insane amounts. However, the reason I'm making this video is because over the past few months, there has been a lot of these Magic and Wizards cards that have surfaced. It was such a staggering amount of copies that the authenticity of these cards came into question. The thing that I've learned over my collecting career is that these grading companies are as reliable as a chocolate teapot. And I had to do the investigation myself and give you guys my opinion. So, with the help of Gezi TCG, we've acquired copies of the alleged authentic cards as well as some real authentic Magic and Wizards cards, and we're going to put them to the test. So in today's video, we're going to be covering these Magic and Wizards cards entirely, as well as putting the debate to rest whether these newly surfaced Magic and Wizards cards are authentic or not. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so in front of me here I have 4 different Volume 1 cards. Right here we have a Volume 1 Silver Fang. We have a Volume 1 Silver Fang that's square cut. And then we have a Thunder Kid Volume 1. And then we have, I don't remember what this card is called, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is actually what's on the back. So if we flip this to the back here, you're going to see a regular Yu-Gi-Oh OCG logo. However, when you flip this one here, you're going to see it's a Magic and Wizards OCG logo variant. Here, you're also going to see a Magic and Wizards logo. And then here is another Magic and Wizards logo. This is guaranteed Volume 1 card. You can tell right away it's 100% legit. This is the Silver Fang that's in question. This was authenticated and graded by CGC. This is non-authenticated by CGC. However, I mean, in my opinion, it's 100% legit just from my examinations. And then we have this uncut sheet of Magic and Wizards, which I believe is also authentic. And I'll go into why I think that's the case. So we're going to start off with the official Silver Fang. This is guaranteed because like who's gonna counterfeit this, right? It's just a regular Volume 1 card. It costs like maybe 2 cents. So there's not really a lot of room for speculation on whether this is authentic or not. But some features that we're going to see are extremely clear Yu-Gi-Oh logo as well as official card game there. And extremely clear Konami logo as well. On the front, it's actually quite glossy as you can see. The back as well. Very, very glossy. If we take a look at this one, first of all, we're going to see it's not as glossy. You're going to see right here, let me just put them side by side. Clearly, you can see that this has a lot more of a matte finish to it. In terms of feel, the cardboard feels pretty much identical. Like it's not enough for me to say like, oh, this is thinner or feels cheap or anything like that. However, again, the cardstock here is a lot glossier compared to the matte finish here. I mean, you can see my thumbprint caught on right away, right? Compared to this, where it's not really as prevalent. Anyway, now the key thing here and why I believe that these are actually forgeries or counterfeits or whatever you want to call them is the detail on the back. The detail on the front is very hard to see like a big difference, especially since there's like so many different printings of like Silver Fang. There's so many different printings of Volume 1. It's very difficult to distinguish whether, you know, this is just a print variant or if it's like a counterfeit, right? If you want a pixel peep, by the way, go down into the links. You're going to see a big article by Gezi TCG. He's a very big enthusiast in the hobby. And in my opinion, he is one of the most reliable sources of information when it comes to counterfeits. He pretty much like proves that this is fake through like pixel peeping, but I'm not really doing that and I can't really show that on camera. So I'm going to leave that to him. What I can tell you though is the biggest telltale sign for the fact that this card is a forgery is the clarity of the logos. It might be hard to see here, but this one is crispy. Okay, the Konami logo here has zero blurriness whatsoever, while this one is in my opinion, extremely blurry, and it really shows when you put it next to the like authentic one. It's very, very hard to tell on camera, but I promise you guys, this is a lot blurrier. If you got this in person, you can put it next to the other one and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, but it doesn't stop there, because it actually gets worse when it comes to this logo. So for the bottom logo, what you're gonna see is that the Magic and Wizards variant has a shrunken YuGiOh logo, as well as the bottom official card game text. We don't really want to go off of that, because, you know, if we take a look at the authentic Thunder Kid, you're going to see that it's pretty much the same format there as well. The only difference though is that it seems like the YuGiOh logo, as well as the official card game, is again blurrier than the official ones. This one is crispy, okay? And the same can be said about the Konami logo as well. So this is the official Thunder Kid, official Magic and Wizards card. You can also tell because it has the perfect corners, but again, the Konami logo is distinctly clearer, it's crispier, like there is zero pixelation. On this lower logo as well, the same can be said. The YuGiOh finish here, like I'm not sure if this is showing, hopefully it is. I'm gonna have the editor blow it up, but I mean, hopefully it shows. Like this is significantly blurrier than this. It's not unreadable, it's definitely readable, but you can definitely tell that the original was scanned and then placed here. The interesting thing though is that the Magic and Wizards logo is not blurry. So it's pretty much identical when it comes to like how clear the text is, how crispy it is. The only thing is though is that there is a difference in colors. What you're gonna notice, and I'm not sure if it shows on camera again, but the official Thunder Kid has more of like a purplish Magic and Wizards logo, while the Silver Fang, which I believe is a forgery, has a more blue one. So I'm not sure what happened there exactly, but there is definitely a difference. Another thing that you'll see is that the red on the Magic and Wizards official card is actually true red, while this one is more of like a pinkish peach red. There is a difference there, and I think that's pretty significant. We can't really compare this logo to this one because this one is just a little bit more advanced. You're gonna see like there's like a gradient where it goes from dark red to light red on the official Silver Fang Volume 1 card, but with the Magic and Wizards, it's gonna be a solid red. And in terms of like the actual color, you can definitely tell that this one is a lot more punchy and a lot more juicy when it comes to just how vibrant it is. If you actually look a lot closer as well, what you're gonna notice is, this is definitely not gonna show on camera, but you can definitely tell that there's a little bit of more pixelation on the Silver Fang one compared to like the official Thunder Kid. Again, this is the official one. This is the counterfeit Thunder Fang. You can tell that there's like a little bit more pixelation on this, but it's extremely hard to see. And I think if any regular person saw this, I don't think that they would have a problem. I think even if they saw this, they wouldn't really notice anything until you put this official card next to it. And the problem is like not a lot of people have this because these cards are so damn rare and expensive. I mean, this is like $700, bro. This is like a $700 common, right? So like people who are buying this are never going to be able to see the official one. They're never going to be able to see the real one that came out of the first run of booster packs. So this is the main problem, and this is why these scammers are able to get away with it. And it's very unfortunate, but I think that Gezi did a great job breaking it down in his article. I think this video pretty much seals the deal because you can definitely tell like there's a difference in like just the tones and the hues between, for example, just the border, right? Like look at how dark these borders are, the official ones, and then look at this one, right? You can definitely tell that there is minor differences, but I think the thing that really seals the deal is the back bottom logo. I think it's like clear as day that this has been like kind of scanned and then reapplied again. Now for this card right here, this is actually from an uncut sheet, and this one has the exact same features as the Thunder Kid. If we take a look at the Thunder Kid here, I mean the logo is identical. The colors of the Magic and Wizards is this exact same. The colors of the YuGiOh logo is the exact same. Clarity, very, very crisp. Again, the Konami logo, extremely crisp. And then in terms of the front, there's not really like that much of a difference. I guess you could say that this is a more vanilla tone versus more like a yellowish vanilla here. But I mean, that varies from print to print, so you can't really rely on that. What you can rely on is just text clarity. And again, these are identical here. The same cannot be said about the Silver Fang over here. So yeah, I wanted to give you guys this breakdown because I want you to stay away from these. These are absolutely 100% counterfeits and forgeries, and they are rampant on the market today. You're gonna see them all over eBay in CGC slabs. I don't know what CGC is doing, bro. Like, these guys have to get their act together. They cannot be verifying things like this when I would consider myself like not a professional, and I'm able to clearly see that there's a difference here. I'm able to clearly see that this is a scan and reapplication on this card. Very unfortunate, but there is like one key detail that these guys miss, and I don't know how they thought that they could get away with it, where they made a counterfeit Blackluster Soldier ritual card, which makes no sense because at that point, there was no ritual BLS released, and that card was like a ultra rare holo foil. So like, it's just red flags all over. I highly recommend you stay away. Everything that is square cut like this pretty much has zero chance of being authentic. Like, I don't recommend these at all. If you can find some volume 1 Magic and Wizards cards like this Thunder Kid here, this is a piece of history, okay? Like, to me, I think that this is one of the coolest cards in my collection. It is absolutely badass. And by the way, I don't know why, but this card did not come out until Champion Pack 1 in the TCG. I think it's really awesome. Yeah, very unfortunate these surfaced, but I did use them as kind of a backdrop on focusing on this set because there's not a lot of information. To be honest with you, I mean, there is a little bit of history here and there in the Jump magazines on the Japanese side, but there isn't really anything like distinct. But what we do know is that there are official packs that have Magic and Wizards, except they are extremely rare, pretty much extinct. And those cards see these. We don't know if there are holos. We've never seen them. But what I do know is that this card is badass. Like, the fact that it has a completely different logo. Like, look at this, man. Just beautiful, just amazing, man. I'm so blown away. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think that these are forgeries as well? Or do you think I have been misled? Or if you think that I missed something myself? If you guys want to support the channel, you guys can go ahead and pick up some Arcane sleeves. These are the best accessories in terms of collectors. They are absolutely the best way to enhance your collection, and you can see just like how good these cards look once they're framed up like this, right? Like, I mean, come on, man. It looks so cool, right? Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments again. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.